Hi guys! So I had a request for what to do for my video from someone who saw it earlier. They said, well, since you don't have anything planned for today, why don't you show us how you organize your cards, maybe some organizing tips. I said, okay, that sounds like a good idea, so that's what I'm gonna do. Tacos. Gotta have the tacos. Random, I know. So, for me, and this is just me personally, I organize my cards by color and by rarity, and I organize them by set. So I have bought the holiday gift boxes before, and if you don't know what a holiday gift box is, it's one of these big old things. It's a box, it holds about 2,000 cards. I forget what all it comes with, but I have those boxes and they hold 2,000 cards, and in the boxes it comes with these little dividers, and you can put stickers on them and whatever. So mine's a little bit more fancy than most, but I'm going to show you my collection, or some of it. I can't show you all of it, it's way too big, but I'm going to show you one of my boxes, and I'm going to show you how it's organized, and I'm going to give you some tips so that you can organize your cards a little bit better, because I know some people just throw them in a box, throw them in a corner. You don't want to treat your cards like trash. If you treat your cards like trash, how do you expect them to help you win a game, right? So treat your treat your cards good. Nobody quote me on that, please. Okay, moving on. Here's one of my boxes. I don't know how well you can see that. Is that better? I think that is, yeah. Okay. So I've got this organized to where here's all of my land. This is all land. Basic land. And this back here is actually a deck I'm working on. This usually would not be in here, so I'm going to take that out. So this is all basic land, and then back here got some non-basic land. See? And I've got these little dividers in here. So like this one says white, and then blue, black, red, and green. And then on this little back corner back here, I have non-basic written. And you can't really see it, but it's back here. And then here, I have all of my commons separated by color. Artifacts always go in the front for me. I always put my artifacts first. Then white, blue, black, red, and then green. And then everything multicolored goes in the back. Then over here, I've got the world's largest collection of freaking card sleeves. Look at that. Oh yeah. Just a bunch of card sleeves. And then these are all of my uncommons. Now these are not all of my cards. This is all of my stuff that's good for standard. So don't be like, oh my gosh, that's all the uncommons you have? Noob. No. Not a noob. Not all my uncommons. This is just my standard uncommons, okay? And it's also organized the same way. White, blue, black, red, green, multicolored, and then you have your artifacts up here in the front. And that's basically how I organize my cards. And like, if I really feel like my cards are a mess, I'll take them out, and I'll go through them, and I'll organize them by set, with Ravnica in the front, which I know is going out of standard, don't judge me, I haven't organized in a while, and then Born of the Gods in the back, so from oldest to newest. That way I always know where to put my cards. And sometimes they get jumbled up, but I'm real OCD, so I go in there and sometimes I even alphabetize them. Yeah, I know. But that's basically how I organize everything, and if you're wondering, well, what about your rares? What about, you know, your mythic rares, your foils? Where are all those? Here. Let me show you. All of my rares and my mythic rares and foils go in my binder. Don't know how well you can see that, but this is where I keep all my foils and rares and stuff. And I organize this the same way. I keep my foils in front, and I do mythics, rares, uncommons, and commons. And then, after the foils are done, I have my mythic rares, and then I have them organized by color as well. So like this page will be artifacts, this page will, well actually this page is artifacts, and then this page will be white cards, this one will be blue, and so on and so forth. And I have it set up to where the older cards are going to be higher up, whereas the lower cards are going to be lower down or farther along in the binder. Now, if you don't have the money to go out and buy a binder or a box or special card dividers, that's okay. I'll show you a little trick that I used to do when I was first starting off in Magic. This box is a box that comes in a fat pack. Fat packs are $40, but some card shops like mine, they sell these boxes empty for like $5. That's not too bad. If you're on a budget, $5 isn't too bad, as long as you're not buying one every week. So here's the box. It can probably hold a bunch of cards. Let me just grab a couple real quick. Okay. This is all white land. This is all plains. So I'm just going to put all my plains in here. Now, I know I have my fancy dividers, but what if I don't want to use them? I'll just grab a card sleeve. I have plenty of these laying around. I'll take a card sleeve, and I'll stick it right down in there. Then, I'll grab some artifacts. Yeah, artifacts sound good. Let's put the artifacts right here. Now, I've got lands and artifacts, but I've got a nice little divider to divide them, and it's not fancy, it's not labeled, but at least I know where it starts and stops. So if you don't want to go out and spend lots of money on fancy stuff or a big box, this box is about $5. Card sleeves is $4 for 50 of them, about $10 for 100 if you go for Dragon's Maze. Not Dragon's Maze, that's a type of Magic set. I meant Dragon's Shield. Dragon's Shield is card sleeves. God, what's wrong with me tonight? But, yeah. That's basically it. And if you want some more tips, go ahead, let me know. Because, I mean, I don't think of organization as something people might have trouble with. But, you know, I remember when I first started off, I was like, how the heck am I supposed to tell my cards apart? And even now, sometimes it can be really overwhelming. So if you want some more help, just let me know. Also, lots of fat packs come with these things. Hang on, I'll show you. Here's my other 2000 card box. And this one is my older stuff, and it's all messed up because I had it out today. Oh, goodness me. Okay, there we go. So this is all of my older stuff. And this is like Innistrad, Dark Ascension, Avacyn, New Phyrexia, that kind of thing. But as you can see, I've got all of these boxes. And these all came in fat packs. But I'm sure that if you look for them, they're probably really cheap. Not too bad, right? And if you do want one of these gift boxes, they're about $10, and they come with the dividers, a couple of boosters, I think some land maybe. It's not too bad. It's about $10. I used to know what came in them, but for right now I can't tell you for the life of me what comes in them. Sorry. I know my local card store has them for about $5 empty. So there you go. I hope I was able to help you with some organization, and if my organization is too complex, you can also organize it differently. Some people organize their cards by creatures. So, not by creatures, but by card type. So let's say I want to put all my artifacts in one area, I want to put all my creatures in one area, and then divide them by color. That's good too. You can still use the sleeves as dividers, or even rip up a piece of paper. Anything that you can stick down in there to separate it, that's good to have. Maybe some old cardboard boxes that you can cut up and use those as dividers. Anything works. It doesn't have to be fancy and plastic with labels like mine. Just whatever works for you. And if y'all need some more help, just let me know. Thanks, you guys.